Let's be real. Moving out is a huge pain. And on top of all that stress is the one big question. Am I actually going to get my security deposit back? Well, today, we're going to break down a simple, proven strategy to make sure that money ends up exactly where it belongs, right back in your pocket.
It's a super common fear, right? You spend days cleaning and packing, and in the end, you're just kind of hoping your landlord agrees that you did a good job. We're going to get rid of that uncertainty.
Okay, so take a look at this number. This isn't just some random figure we pulled out of thin air. This is the exact amount of money that was on the line for one renter who almost lost every single dime.
That's right. A renter down in Miami was staring down the barrel of losing nearly $4,000, but they got it all back. How? The evidence they collected. And we're about to show you step by step exactly how they did it. This is a real-world strategy that works.
So, here's our game plan for today. We're going to start with the right mindset, then we'll cover the rules of the game. And after that, we'll get into the 3 essential tools you absolutely need: your photos, your video, and your checklist. Let's jump in.
All right, Section 1, your $3,800 shield. Look, the difference between getting that deposit back or getting into a messy dispute, it almost always comes down to just one thing. How good is your evidence?
And you got to think of it like this. Taking the time to document your apartment's condition isn't just another chore on your moving list. It is an act of self-defense. This documentation becomes your unbreakable shield if any unfair charges suddenly appear.
Okay, moving into Section 2. Because having a great shield is kind of useless if you don't know the rules of the fight. And for security deposits, it all comes down to one crucial legal difference. This is the foundation for everything.
And here it is. Your landlord cannot legally charge you for normal wear and tear. This is just the stuff that happens when a person, actually lives in a place. It's the landlord's cost of doing business, not yours.
And this chart makes it crystal clear. Over on the left, you've got things like faded paint or scuff marks. That's on the landlord. But on the right, you've got actual damage, big holes, broken windows. That's on you. Knowing where that line is, it's everything.
So, this is your mission. This is why we're gathering all this proof. Every single photo, every second of video is all designed to prove one simple thing: that you left the property with nothing more than normal, expected wear and tear.
Section 3. Okay, time to get practical. Let's talk about building your case file, starting with photos. And I'm not talking about a few random snaps on your phone. We are creating a professional record here.
I absolutely love this quote from our source material because it puts you in the perfect mindset. Blurry, dark pictures are totally useless. Every single shot you take needs to be clear, intentional, and tell a story, just like evidence from a crime scene.
So here's your 4-step playbook. First, take those wide context shots of every single room. Then, step 2, you're going to zoom in on the details, the appliances, the faucets, countertops. Third, take photos that prove you actually cleaned. A sparkling sink, the vacuum lines on the carpet, even the bottle of cleaner you used. And finally, prove when you took the photos with a date stamp.
And now for Section 4, which is the next level of proof, the video walkthrough. This is what captures the things that still photos just can't, like flow and functionality.
The second you hit that record button, you need to start talking. State the full date and the time out loud. Say the full property address. This officially turns your video into a time-stamped, location-verified piece of evidence. And as you walk, just narrate what you see. Here's the kitchen. Counters are clean, no damage. And here is a total pro tip. Prove things actually work. Don't just show the faucet. Turn it on. Show that great water pressure. Flip all the light switches on and off. Open and close the doors and cabinets. Flush the toilet. It takes 2 seconds, and it proves you didn't leave behind any broken stuff. Now, this is so important, you guys. Do not film this video until every single box is out of the apartment and you have done your final deep clean. This video needs to show the absolute final condition of the place right before you hand over those keys.
Okay, finally, our last and maybe most powerful tool, the checklist showdown. Seriously, this one piece of paper can be an absolute game changer.
I want you to really think about this for a second. Somewhere in a folder or a drawer, do you have that form you filled out when you very first moved in? Because if you do, you are in an amazing spot. Because that checklist, it's basically a time machine. It is the only thing that can prove, without a shadow of a doubt, that the little scratch on the floor or the weird stain on the carpet was already there before you even moved in.
It's an argument ender.
But hey, what if you can't find it, or you never got one? Don't panic. You can just create your own move-out version, but you have to be crazy detailed. I'm talking list the ceiling fan blades, the tracks inside the drawers, the windowsills, everything. Describe the clean, final condition of each item. It shows you're diligent and it creates a powerful record from scratch.
And there you have it. That is your complete toolkit for success. You've got your crime scene photos for all the details, you've got your narrated video to prove everything works, and you've got your checklist to prove what was there from day one.
So now, as you get ready to move, the real question isn't if you'll get your deposit back. The question is, have you built a case so strong, so undeniable, that your landlord has no other choice? With this toolkit, the answer can be a definite yes.